Hello guys, welcome to the channel. This is Firdaus Jabin and today I am going to discuss about moods and figures. They are important. Those who are watching my video for the first time, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. Plus quiz is active on logical reasoning, so you can participate in the quiz. The link is given in the description box below. So the first thing is, what do you understand by syllogism? So syllogism is an argument. It consists of three elements: major premises, minor premises and conclusion. Okay. And under this, these premises are assumed to be true, and from that assumption a conclusion is drawn. Okay, so here we have something about the form. The form of syllogism is listed by mentioning the mood first, followed by the figures. So if you are asked to write the syllogism in a form, so how you have to write? You have to mention the mood first, then figure. Okay, so the next question is how to identify the mood and figure from the given syllogism. So we will discuss it in the upcoming slides. So here the mood, it depends on the type of proposition, that four types: A, E, I, O. Okay, it is very important actually for the whole logical reasoning thing. So mood depends on this, and it begins with the major premises, then minor, and then final a conclusion. Okay, in the example, so you can understand it in a better way. So for now, just remember these 3 points: that what is syllogism, what is the correct form of syllogism, and mood is dependent on what. So here we have a definition about major premises and minor premises. So major premises is something which contains major term as predicate. Okay, and minor premises is something which contains minor term as subject. So I have told you, to identify the major term and minor term, we always look into the conclusion. So here is the conclusion. Here biased is predicate, so it is going to be major term. And in this sentence, all scientists are biased. Biased is predicate and it is a major term, so this is going to be known as major premises. Okay, it's just matching the position, predicate, predicate. For minor term, we always look into subject. So here engineer is subject, so it is going to be minor term. Okay, and in this premise, this engineer is at the subject place, so this is going to be known as minor premises. Okay, so the premise which has major term is known as major premise, and the premise which has minor term is known as minor premise. Getting the point? So when we are asked to identify the mood, so what we do first is that we have to arrange the given premises in an order. And what is that order? That you have to first mention the major premise, then minor, and then a conclusion. Major premise is represented by P, minor by S. That is why P here is for predicate, so it represents major term and major premises. Subject is here engineer, so it is going to be minor premise. Major term is denoted by P, okay, because it is the predicate, and minor term is denoted by S because it is the subject. Okay, I hope this far it is clear. Now when we are asked to identify the mood, then we have to arrange the given premises and conclusion in a order, and that order is that first you have to mention the major premises, then minor, and then conclusion. Okay, so this is the order. Once you have arranged them, then you can identify the mood. So in the next slide we will see the example. Okay, before getting into example, let's understand something about steps in mood. So the first step is that you have to convert an argument in standard form. So what is a standard form? A standard form is something which has quantifier in the form of all, some and no. Okay, so for example, you have sentence like everyone is good. This is your premise. Okay, so instead of everyone you can write all is good. Okay, similarly, if there is a sentence which says like most of them are good, so here instead of most you will put some are good. Okay, so in this way you have to convert the sentence in a standard form. After that, mood is determined. How it is determined, I will explain you with the example. Then figure, and then finally we check the validity. Okay, so this is all about the steps that we have to take in mood. Here we have example to understand how to identify the mood. Okay, so the first task is that you have to identify the term. So here great is predicate, so it is going to be major term. Father is subject, then it is going to be minor term. Okay, now this great is at this place of predicate, so this great is going to be major term and the whole premise will become major premise. Here father is at the subject place and here father is at the subject place, so it is going to be minor premise. Okay, now we know the premises major and minor, so as I have mentioned you that you have to arrange them. We have to first write major premises, so here we will write major premises. All son is great, then all father is son, and at the last we will mention the conclusion. Okay, so now here we have arranged form. So this is universal positive, right? So we denote it with the help of A. This is also universal positive, so it is A. This is also universal positive, it is A. So the mood is A. So now you must be thinking that what is this A? So under classification of proposition, I have already mentioned about all this. I have already discussed them in detail, so go and watch the video. But here for a quick revision I will tell you, like we have 4 type of proposition: A, E, I and O. Okay, so A is universal positive, UP, E is universal negative, UN, I is particular positive, PP, and O is particular negative, O. Okay, so here this sentence, all son is great, it is talking about all at the universal level and it is in positive. Okay, so this is about the proposition classification. So according to the sentence we put A, E, I or O. Okay, I will modify this sentence for a little bit, and so instead of all we are going to put some, and this is also correct. Conclusion. Okay, I will use the yellow ink. Here this all, it is talking about universal positive, so it is going to be A. Again universal positive A. It is particular positive, it is talking about some, so it is going to be I. Okay, so the mood is going to be A and I. Now I hope you must have understood that how we are putting A, I and other symbol. Okay, so this is how we find out the mood. First we have to write the major premises, then minor, and then conclusion. And according to the nature of sentence, if it is universal positive A, if it is universal negative E, if it is particular positive I, and if it is particular negative then O. I would suggest you to please go and watch the video on classification of proposition, that is types of proposition. In that video you will have better understanding about how to classify any statement, whether it's A, E, I or O. Okay, so now we are done with mood. Now we will look into the figure. So under figure, what is the thing that you have to rely completely on middle term. Okay, now the question is, how do you identify the middle term? So middle term is always something which is common in the given premises. Okay, and here also you have to arrange them like first major premise, then minor premise. Okay, so here we have an example, same example. In this example, just look for the common term between these two. Let's have a look on this. Here the common term is going to be son, right, in the premises, and the direction is in this way, right? And if we look at this sentence, here the common term is again son and direction is in this way, but this is wrong. Why? Because here minor premise comes first and major premise comes later. It's wrong. You have to always arrange them first major then minor. So this one is going to be correct because here this one is major premise and this one is minor. I hope you must have understood that why this is wrong and this one is correct, because it is in the correct order, that is from major then minor then conclusion. So the direction is going to be like this, right? Now we will check that this direction matches with which figure. So it matches with figure 1. You have to remember these 4 figures, okay? Now here we have what? This P is for major premises, S for minor and M is middle term. So to identify the figure, you have to rely completely on middle term, okay? So in figure 1, the direction of middle term is like this. Then in figure 2 it is like this, figure 3 this way and figure 4 this way. So you have to remember them, the direction of flow, okay? Now the question is how to mention both the mood and figure together for any given syllogism, right? So here we understand that this is 1, okay, this is 1. So just here the mood was AAI, so we will just add 1 and it will become a complete form of syllogism. So the correct mood and figure is AAI 1, okay? You understood this, because this direction is matching with figure 1. So when we are asked to mention both the mood and figure, so first we will write the mood, that is AAI, then the figure, that is 1, okay? So this is how we identify the mood and figure from any given premises. So the basic thing is that the order, it should be arranged in correct order. First you have to identify the major term, minor term from the conclusion, then identify the major premises and minor premises, arrange them in order, that is first major premises, then minor, then conclusion, and from that identify the nature of sentence, if it is universal positive A, universal negative E, particular positive O and particular negative O, particular positive I. And then you have to identify the figure. So here is the figure thing that you have to remember, what is the nature of figure 1, figure 2, figure 3, figure 4, and figure is always determined with the help of middle term, okay? Yeah. So guys, this was for today. I hope this video must have been interesting for you. It must help you to clear the concept about mood and figures in logical reasoning. So thank you for watching, and please do like, share and subscribe to the channel.